Alright, in this video I'm going to attempt to diagnose and possibly repair my air selector here. Right now everything blows out of the vents, and apparently in reading the forums and doing quick searches, a lot of people have this issue. I get some out of the defrost, I get none out of the footwells. So let's go ahead and start seeing if we can get to the heart of the problem here. Alright, so where we need to get to is up under here. There are a couple of actuators that actually control the mechanism that diverts the airflow. So in order to do that, it looks like I need to remove this bottom portion of the dash, and in order to do that, it looks like I'm going to have to remove the center console. So let's start ripping this thing out. Okay, so it appears the whole front portion of this is just sort of loose. At least it is on mine. We'll see if there are supposed to be screws on it. Yesterday when I replaced my stereo, I realized that there were some screws missing. Okay, so these here in the back of the console are 10mm, and I've got a couple of long extensions and a ratchet. These are wobble extensions, if you wonder why there's so much slop in them. That's all I had that were this long. And I wanted to clean out the center console anyways, because I spill coffee in it at least once a week. So now's a good time to do that. Alright, let me move the camera, see if we can rip this thing out of here. Alright, so now's obviously a good time to pick up any loose change and vacuum this out. And let me switch the camera around and see if we can get the bottom portion of the dash out here. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is start removing these 7mm screws here. And I'm going to initially try to remove this front, or this center piece here. But I believe I'm going to end up having to remove this side as well. But I'm just going to try one layer at a time here, see if I can get this out. And if I can't get this out, then I'm going to remove any other pieces that would be preventing me from doing so. So I'm just going to go ahead and start removing all these 7mm bolts here. Okay, and obviously you want to put all your screws and bolts in one place. Alright, so it looks like I've got at least 3 more, and there may be others that I'm not seeing right here without poking my head under the dash, but let's get these 3. Apparently there is another actuator up here under the passenger side footwell also, and that's up under the, or behind the dash rather. So we may take a look at that while we're taking things apart. But initially I just want to see if we're getting vacuum to the mechanism that controls the airflow. And I don't have a vacuum gauge, so that's on my list of things to buy. And if I have to have this thing apart for a couple of days until I get one, I'm fine with that. The only problem I'm going to have is where do I put my coffee in the morning on the drive to work. Alright, so it looks like this thing's pretty much free. There may be something on the other side. Let me just hop around and see what's holding us up. Oh, I missed this one right here, so don't forget this one. I saw it there too. You guys should have told me. You probably saw it. Alright, that should come out now. Alright, let me rearrange the light here. See if we can get a good look at what we need to see. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. These are vacuum lines, and there should be a yellow one up here, and I believe that's a vacuum line also. So let me get rearranged here. Alright, so I've been poking around. I want to show you how this thing works. Alright, right now I'm on defrost. I'm going to switch over from defrost to defrost and footwell, which is the next selection up. And you can see that the actuator pushes out and it goes about midway out. Okay, this is the actuator that's controlled by the red and the blue vacuum lines. I'm going to switch over to full footwell. Okay, so the actuator pushes out all the way. All right, so that to me appears to be working correctly, and I do feel airflow differences. Okay, I can feel the airflow down here out of my vent right now. Okay, my issue was with the vent. I always have air coming out of my vent. Okay, so for that we need to look at this next actuator up. Okay, this has got the yellow and the brown vacuum lines to it. I'm going to switch over to vent, and you can see that pulls in. Okay, but you can also see that that actuator looks kind of strange, right? When I flip it back over to footwell, it should push out, and it's not going straight out, and it's not going out very well at all. If I take my finger and pull on that, right? If I pull out on it, the airflow stops to the vents altogether. Okay, so my issue is either with vacuum on the yellow and brown, or the actuator itself, and I'm more inclined to think it's the actuator because of the amount of slop and sideways movement that I see. So there may be a part 2 to this video, which is the actual correction of the issue. But for now, hopefully this video has been helpful in trying to help you diagnose the issues with your GMC HVAC issue. There are a myriad of problems out there: no heat, no defrost, no footwell, air movement, so all those types of things. This would be one place you could look to help try to diagnose that. Thanks for watching, and as always, I appreciate people who subscribe and give me thumbs ups. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Take care. Good luck.